Never was anything great achieved without danger. Never attempt to win by force what can be won by deception. Appear as you may wish to be. Before all else, be armed. It is double pleasure to deceive the deceiver. He who builds on the people, builds on the mud. God creates men, but they choose each other. It is better to act and repent than not to act and regret. It is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both. The wise man does at once what the fool does finally. For one change always leaves a dovetail into which another will fit. Men are driven by two principal impulses, either by love or by fear. I'm not interested in preserving the status quo. I want to overthrow it. It is not titles that honor men, but men that honor titles. He who is highly esteemed is not easily conspired against. Where the willingness is great, the difficulties cannot be great. There is nothing more important than appearing to be religious. He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command. A prince is also esteemed when he is a true friend and a true enemy. For, in truth, there is no sure way of holding other than by destroying. Nature creates few men brave, industry and training makes many. One who deceives will always find those who allow themselves to be deceived. One should never fall in the belief that you can find someone to pick you up. Whosoever desires constant success must change his conduct with the times. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. Of mankind we may say in general they are fickle, hypocritical, and greedy of gain. There is no avoiding war. It can only be postponed to the advantage of your enemy. Men sooner forget the death of their father than the loss of their patrimony. The best fortress which a prince can possess is the affection of his people. Men intrinsically do not trust new things that they have not experienced themselves. A man who wishes to profess at all times will come to ruin among so many who are not good. The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. The more sand has escaped from the hourglass of our life, the clearer we should see through it. Therefore, it is necessary to be a fox to discover the snares and a lion to terrify the wolves. Men rise from one ambition to another. First, they seek to secure themselves against attack, and then they attack others. I certainly think that it is better to be impetuous than cautious, for fortune is a woman, and it is necessary if you wish to master her, to conquer her by force. The new ruler must determine all the injuries that he will need to inflict. He must inflict them once and for all. The fact is that a man who wants to act virtuous in every way necessarily comes to grief among so many who are not virtuous. The incredulity of mankind, who do not truly believe in anything new until they have had actual experience of it. Men are so simple and so much inclined to obey immediate needs that a deceiver will never lack victims for his deceptions. Men should be either treated generously or destroyed, because they take revenge for slight injuries, for heavy ones they cannot. For whoever believes that great advancement and new benefits make men forget old injuries is mistaken. Hence it comes that all armed prophets have been victorious, and all unarmed prophets have been destroyed. All the states and governments by which men are or ever have been ruled, have been and are either republics or princedoms. If you liked this video, we have more in store for you. Support us by subscribing the channel and clicking the bell icon.
While chasing a wild boar deep in the forest, the king got separated from his guards. Lost in the forest, the king got captured and was taken as a prisoner by a cannibal tribe. He was dragged to a place where the cannibals were preparing wood to sacrifice the king by fire. The savages doused the king in oil and took him to the altar to be sacrificed.